So you said you have sponsors. I'm kind of curious more about that.
Not even I'm very familiar with who's sending me here. Honestly, when you get a text at 4 o'clock in the morning that says, "Hey, we're sending you like $6,000 to go to Savannah and do this," you kind of gotta say yeah. Vote Kamala Harris! Vote Kamala Harris! So sorry, sir.
So tell me again why you're here. I'm sorry. I don't think I quite understood.
I don't think I quite understand.
I just want to.
No, I'm giving you an honest answer. Like, I literally don't know what's going on.
So, do you know what's written on these signs?
Oh yeah, I wrote them myself. This is my handwriting.
Okay. And that third one? You know what's written on that third one?
Yeah, sure thing. May I?
Whatever you need.
It says, how can I be racist? I have a black son. And the joke here, if you don't get it, is that this is a esoteric symbol meant to represent white excellence. And whilst I do not identify as a neo-Nazi, I support white empowerment.
Were you asked to put this on the sign by your sponsors, or that's just...
No, this is by my own volition.
What were you instructed to do by your sponsors?
I was come here to annoy these Antifa prissies.
That's what they instructed you?
Correct. Because, you know, when you have such severe borderline personality disorder that you literally don't work and you go to art school and you fuck men in the ass, yeah, this is worth protesting because they're going to single-handedly derail the country. They are the reason this country's going into the shitter.
They are.
I'm a firm believer in that, 1,000%. I'm a firm believer the leftist doctrine is the reason this nation cannot function as a unit anymore. I believe in voluntary segregation of the races. I believe in voluntary segregation and mutual respect. I believe that people have a right to say whatever they want whenever they want it, even no matter how much I disagree with it. Again, I do not label myself a neo-Nazi. Many people might label me a neo-Nazi, which I think would be quite hilarious because I'm Persian and Jewish. So I would find that very intensely funny if that were to be the case. You know, people have a lot of misconceptions about me. People have said I'm a bad person or I have compromised morals. And I said to them, just take a little joke. Have a little joke. Just drink the joke tea, sit down on your couch, pet a cat, have a joke. Jokes are what keep the world go round. I'm a firm believer in that.
So what are your plans for the rest of the day?
My plans for the rest of the day, camp out here for about 3-4 hours, do a live stream. Don't have a cameraman though, kind of a single operation lady. Ah, well.
I saw you, I remember I saw you down at the DNC.
You did, most definitely.
Were they is that related? Same sponsors?
Yeah, same sponsors. Mm-hmm.
What kind of instructions did they give you down there?
So as the creative, I don't want to say mastermind, that would be narcissistic.
Can I just see that sign again?
Yeah, 1,000%. And if I can read it out, it says, how can I be racist, question mark, question mark, question mark. I have a black son. And so
tell me more about the DNC then.
So I went to the DNC for every day. Sorry, it's very hot out here. And I went there with the intention of provoking thoughts. I did not go there to incite a riot. I did not go there to be a rude person. I went there to get people's gears going. You know, I went there to get people to say, hey, so maybe something's a little up with that. Maybe something's a little up with that. And my goal, was it accomplished? I don't know. I frankly don't know. I can't speak to that. I'm not my supporters. I am not a mind reader. But what I hope to accomplish is to get people to say to themselves, hey, life's not that serious. Life is truly not that serious. And if we were to take it as seriously as these cucks, pan over to the cucks if you could. Thank you. And if I were to take life as serious as them, I probably would have killed myself by now, which is what the state they're probably in. A state of denial, a state of delusion, a state of anger. And if you ask most of these motherfuckers what's going on in Palestine, they have no clue. They have no clue. I actually speak Hebrew. I've actually been to Israel. I've actually visited the Middle East.
What's happening down there?
Well, again, not a citizen. But I can assure you, most Israelis do not support the bombardment of citizens, Palestinian civilians. That's not the case. In fact, quite the opposite.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
So say you're down here by yourself. You don't know anybody in that group there?
Palestine will be free!
Do I know anyone up there? Can't say I do. Can't say I do. Sure, they're confused and delirious people, but that doesn't make them bad people. That just makes them confused. I, at one point in my life, was confused, as are, 99% of people? And that's fine. We are allowed to have states and lapses of judgment, and our society is going through a lapse of judgment. We are not normalizing American values. We are not prioritizing American values and white values. This is a white nation. Does it have to be solely for white people? I personally don't think so. I think if other races want to live here in peace and separation, they are more than welcome to do so. That's fine with me. I want people to be happy at the end of the day. I want people to find sanctity in their own passions at the end of the day. And if this is my passion, well, then I'm pretty sanctified.
You say peace and separation? Would you mind telling me more about that?
Sorry, it's like 1,000 degrees out here. And I find it quite intriguing how these individuals can claim to preach about peace when they support. And I'm neither an Israel nor a Palestine supporter. I'm an isolationist, a staunch isolationist. We should not be sending money to any foreign entity. We should not be supporting any terrorist organization. We should not be supporting anyone who believes that people come with a price. So, I think we should be separate for our own good, for our own safety, for our own state of mind. Things were better back in the 60s and 50s. I completely think that's true. I completely think that is true. Things were better.
What about it you think were better?
People behaved themselves. There were standards for people. We followed rules. We don't follow rules anymore. You see kids chopping off their cocks. You see kids getting doped up on medicine for disorders they don't have and being wards of the state their whole life because they're retarded. And it's all because of the Democrats. It's all because of this leftist doctrine that you are a victim, you have no accountability, and you have no will to do anything by yourself. And that in itself is very concerning to me as an American.
Okay. Thanks. Who did you say you were? Just
Queen Thug Shaker at Derpy Tango on Twitter.